Reducing noun clauses to infinitive phrases, Part 3. Agree, decide, promise, pretend, hope, expect, remind, and require are all examples of verbs that can be followed by noun clauses. For example, after a long bike ride, I decided that I would stop at a cafe for lunch. Also, some of the noun clauses that follow these verbs may be reduced to infinitive phrases. As you see here in this example, we reduced that I would stop at a cafe for lunch to stop at a cafe for lunch. Agree, decide, promise, pretend, and hope all require that the subject be the same in both the main clause and the noun clause in order to reduce the noun clause to an infinitive phrase. However, when reducing noun clauses that follow expect, remind, or require, it is not necessary that the subject be the same in both clauses. Let's take a look at some examples. We'll start with promise. I promised my sister that I would watch her dog. What's the subject in this first clause? It's I. And what about the second clause? It's also I. These two clauses have the same subject. That means we can reduce the noun clause to an infinitive phrase. I promised to watch my sister's dog. However, the same is not true with this sentence. I promised that her dog would get a daily bath. Now, I is the subject in the first clause, and her dog is the subject in the noun clause, which means we can't reduce this noun clause. Let's see how a verb like expect is a little bit different. We expect that we will have a good time at the baseball game. We is the subject in the first clause and the subject in the noun clause, which means we have the same subject in both clauses. Let's reduce this noun clause to an infinitive phrase. What should it be? Good. We expect to have a good time at the baseball game. Let's look at another sentence. We expect that our team will destroy the other team. Is the subject the same in both clauses? No, it's not. We is the subject in the main clause, and our team is the subject in the dependent clause. However, with a verb like expect, it's okay to reduce the noun clause to an infinitive phrase, even though there are different subjects. We can say, we expect our team to destroy the other team. We have reduced this noun clause to an infinitive phrase. However, notice that when we do so, we do need a pronoun or noun in the reduced noun clause. Okay, that concludes the final part of reducing noun clauses to infinitive phrases. I hope you learned a lot. See you soon.